All right, so here in this video, I'm going to show you some of the stuff in Emacs Orgmode. If you know it very well, those who don't know it, they'll come to know about it. All the pretty rudimentary stuff. Okay, so to give you some sort of demonstration, let me get into my Emacs client, which I have already opened. I have a keyboard macro which I have created many months ago, which will open up an empty org file like this, Control C IO, and it simply look at the mod line status bar which says org file has created and open. Let me put something into this org file. I have yet another macro to put the heading. Okay, Control C IH. So look at the bottom of the screen. It is asking me for the title. This is a org mode facility demo, some sort of arbitrary name, right? So now this header has padded with some sort of predefined uh, function and text, okay, which let me show you the two macro I have used it. Okay, Control X for B, and let me go to, so you can see on the right hand side buffer, on the top of the buffer, this section is responsible, as I written it, that it is fusing the header related stuff. It'll prompt for the title, what is what I have had provided the input, okay, and rest of the thing is taken automatically by this piece of code, okay. And I called up to insert the header, uh, Control C IH, okay, to give this function a hotkey globally so it can infuse it or prompt for the title and rest of the things get inserted. The first one, the bottom one, is the first command I invoke, which I said Control C IO. Okay, this is a keyboard macro. Okay, this is a keyboard macro which will, if you know these things, these are simple key presses. While creating the macro, it could be done much shorter way, but I took a long road in a long time back. So this is basically to create an empty org file, which was the first step I made once I started this video. Okay, this is the keyboard macro. Just for your information, I'm showing you what the keystrokes is invoking behind the scene. Okay, so now I think this buffer is no longer required. As I explained to you, it is in my .emacs. If you look into my .emacs in GitHub, you will find this piece of code inside my .emacs. Nothing new, nothing special. It is always there. Okay, as I said, it's been many months ago. Okay, so let me get rid of it. So what is that now? If I wanted to insert an asterisk which denotes a title for the org mode, so all I have to do, Control C and press asterisk. Okay, so if I said this is a demo, and if I want to make it a heading, Control C and asterisk, see, it turns into a heading. Okay, all I did, Control C and asterisk. Okay, now say for instance, if I wanted to insert a, there might be many like this, and few of the title you are reviewing and you want to mark it as a comment. Okay, how do you do that? Control C and semicolon. See, you see where is my cursor is hovering? All I did, Control C and semicolon, it insert this comment line. Okay, these are the toggle function. Control C and semicolon again, it will take it off. Likewise, Control C and asterisk, take it out. These are all toggling function. Control C and asterisk will make it a headline, okay, like this, put an asterisk, and Control C semicolon, mark it as a comment, and both are toggling function. Okay, so if you're curious, let me Control C and asterisk. This is what it is, or Control C star. Okay, and it is written that it is changed the heading status of line. Okay, or a line can be turned into a heading. Okay, and the source code is like this of this particular function. Okay, so now if you want to know the second command that I use to bring out this comment word, where my cursor is, you can see, right? My cursor is hovering on the comment, which I bring Control C and semicolon. Again, if I check Control HK and then Control C and semicolon, and now it's clearly stating awk toggle command. So I said both the commands having a toggling functionality. That means you can turn it off and turn off. Okay, turn it on and turn off. So this is what that it will do a commenting. If you put your cursor on the header on the org header and press Control C and semicolon, it will provide you comment like that. Okay, and the function behind it looks like this. Okay, all right. Now I'm supposed to show you something else, but I can't remember at this moment. Let me a few seconds. Let me give few seconds. What else I need to show you? And I was missing something, right? Sometime I can't remember what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Oh, one more. I got it. Now I remember something. So say for instance, if you make a, if you want to turn it this headline into a list, number of list, all you have to do Control C and minus. See, it turned into a small thing. If you do it again, Control C and minus, see, it turned into a plus. Okay, Control C and minus, it turned into a non-numerics. Okay, again Control C and minus, it turned is one with the bracket. You see, it's getting changed with only one key press, Control C and minus. What is that command? Let me find it out. Control HK, Control C and minus, and you see it is written or Control C minus. Okay, insert separator line in table and modify bullet status of the line. This is what it was doing. If you have a table in an org file, then it will enter the divider of the cell, or if it is on the header, as you see, it changed the bulleted. It turns asterisk into a plus, then it's numeric, then it's numeric with the first bracket, right? This is it is also written, it turns a plain line, okay, written line into a last list item. So this might be useful if you are frequently use this kind of stuff. Okay, see, this is, I'm putting my cursor on the right. I think I'm zoomed enough, right? You people are able to see me, right? So if I put my cursor over here, you see on numeric and first bracket, if I do Control C and minus, it will turn to a small asterisks. Okay, now if I do control C and minus n, it will turn into a plus. It changed the bullet points, right? It could be very useful for listing and all this stuff inside of file. So I shown you three commands which could be useful to you. One is control, one is to provide the comment tag on the headline, which is done by the control C and semicolon. Okay, so which will provide you the comment on the header section, okay, on the headline. Control C and minus will change the bulleted point, okay, and control C and what I did. So these three so this is a rudimentary stuff, but it might be useful. Okay, so this is it. I believe this is all I wanted to show you. So these are little handy stuff which you can ctrl control C and then asterisk will provide will make a line to a headline. Ctrl control C and semicolon, put a comment, comment tag on the headline. I'm writing this for your reference, so you can pause onto the screen and see the commands I use. And control C minus. This will change the bullet point. Okay, so these three things are very trivial, but might be useful if you are sitting in org mode and wanted to fiddle with the org file. So these are the quick shortcut. So specifically the comment one. So if you have a listed of stuff and you want to tag something which is as comment, you could easily do so like the other two. So I hope it will be useful for some people who are interested. Thanks for watching.